up, Kit Kats? So, Stand Japan is coming pretty soon, and I'm really hyped up for it, and I thought it would be a fun idea to do a video talking about the things that I love, but also things that I dislike about conventions. There's always going to be the good and bad, and I feel like I've been to conventions for enough years to see a lot of things. Let's just get right on into it. Let's start with something that I dislike. People who don't bathe. I know I'm not the only one to say it. I feel like con goers in general joke about people needing deodorant at cons a lot. So this isn't new information, but it is something that, you know, no matter how much we talk about how people need to bathe, you will still walk into a convention and there will be someone who will walk past you and it'll just be like odor. Now, something that I love about conventions is just meeting new people. I have met so many people at cons. I have one friend actually who is actually going to Stand Japan this year. Her name is Caitlin. She is going to have an artist alley booth and I'm really excited to go and support her. I met her at a con years ago and we added each other on Facebook, and every time we'd be at a con together we'd always like see each other and be like, ah! I'm really excited to see her because I have not seen her in years. Another thing that I dislike about cons, sometimes you go to a con and the crowds are just too much, and with big crowds come really long lines. I feel like cons in general over the last several years have gotten better at, like, when it comes to like picking up your badge, they've gotten better at like being a lot more efficient. Like, I remember going to cons where we would stand in line for hours on Thursday evening to get our badges, and I remember like people, they would have like tape for the line. You would go through and like it would be taped off and people would write on the tape and be like, you're almost there. Or they would write like memes and stuff like that, and it was really funny, and like I do have like good memories of it, but also, dear God, was it tiring. But more so than lines, I think crowds. I have been to cons that were situated in locations that were way too small for the amount of people that were coming to the con, and it was just uncomfortable. You were like shoulder to shoulder with people, and given the recent state of the world, that's not a situation that I want to be in. Even without the, you know, things going on in the world, crowds just are not great. So you want like enough room for people to move and breathe. And that's going back to like my number one with, you know, people don't smell so fresh. When it is crowded, that is even worse. So back to another thing that I love about conventions. I love seeing all the amazing artists and all the amazing cosplayers. Another thing that I dislike about cons is the people that feel the need to come up to you and start telling you things that are wrong with your cosplay or that you are missing on your cosplay, or the ones that feel the need to like quiz you about the fandom or character you are cosplaying. It's just really obnoxious and it's annoying, and don't do it. Don't do it. It's annoying. Don't do it. Back to things that I love. Just the vibe. Just the vibe in general. I went to Hill Country Comic Con and we stayed at a hotel, and it was a really fun time, but something that I really missed was kind of that atmosphere, because we were at a hotel that was like 10 minutes from the convention center, and it just wasn't the same, and I really missed that feeling of like, I'm gonna bring up Stand Japan again, being at Stand Japan and coming downstairs, you know, getting into cosplay, coming downstairs, and pretty much everyone in the same hotel as you is in cosplay, and you just walk right across the street and they're in cosplay, and you walk along the river walk and everyone is in cosplay. I missed that vibe, and I am so excited to get to experience that vibe of just being surrounded by nerds again. Okay, so Another thing that I dislike about conventions is, you know, these people that kind of like expect you to like act in character. And the thing is, like, I think acting in character can be really fun, but I also don't think that it should be expected of you. Some people are just there to have fun. You shouldn't expect, you know, someone that's cosplaying Edward Elric to have an actual meltdown if you tell them they're short. Some people are just like, they enjoy the character, but that takes a lot of energy to actually like act in character. And I think it's fun, but I'm really glad that both of my cosplays that I'm doing are characters that don't really talk, because I'm doing Ariel from The Little Mermaid in her Kiss the Girl outfit, so she technically has no voice at that point. And then I'm also doing Nezuko, like I said, who doesn't really talk. So let's talk about the final things that I love about conventions though. I love getting to geek out about things that I love. Like, especially when someone comes up to you and they like your cosplay and they like that fandom and they just start like geeking out and you geek out with them. Like the last San Japan that I was at, I was cosplaying Pidge from Voltron, and I had gone downstairs to get coffee and there was this other cosplayer there. I think they were cosplaying Pidge too. And we were just like, oh my god, I love Pidge. And we had like a moment, and I think that's really cool. Obviously, I love cosplaying. I love cosplaying. It's so much fun. I like getting to be dressed up as another character for the day. It's fun doing photo shoots and getting asked for photos and getting to practice poses beforehand and like do these crazy poses and stuff for people. And overall, I do really love conventions, and I'm so excited to be going to San Japan this year. So I don't know if anyone that follows me is going to San Japan, but if you are, come find me and come say hi. So that is my video for today. I hope that you enjoyed it. Comment down below and tell me the things that you love and things that you dislike about conventions. And if you are not subscribed, you can hit that subscribe button. And of course, ring the bell to be notified every single time I make a video. And until next time, I will catch you later. Bye, meow!